Hello students, let us resolve exercise 131. Part 1, verb practice. This is going to be simple present tense. Observe here the first line. I work, you work. He works, she works, it works. We work, you work, they work. Interrogative. Do I work? Do you work? Does he work? Does she work? Does it work? Do we work? Do you work? And do they work? Negative. I don't work. You don't work. He doesn't work. Period. She doesn't work. It doesn't work. We don't work. You don't work. And they don't work. Good. There we go. We're gonna need it. Ask the questions using when or where plus the interrogative form when you are asking questions. 1. I work at the school. At the school. At the school. So, where? Where do you work? Where? At the school. Where do you work? I work at the school. 2. He eats dinner after he works. After he works. Time. So, when does he eat dinner? When? After he works. When what? When does he eat dinner? He eats dinner after he works. She lives in Rome. In Rome, it's a place. Where? In Rome. Where does she live? Where does she live? In Rome. She lives in Rome. She drinks coffee at the cafe. Where does she drink coffee? At the cafe. Where? At the cafe. We work at night. At night. Time. When? When do you work? We work at night. When? At night. They study in the morning. In the morning. Time. When do they study? They study in the morning. When? In the morning. John plays soccer on Saturdays. When? On Saturdays. When what? When does John play soccer? When? On Saturdays. John plays soccer on Saturdays. When? On Saturdays. Mary runs in the park. Where? In the park. Where does Mary run? Mary runs in the park. John and Mary. Now we have two persons here. John and Mary live. Where? In New York. So, where do John and Mary live? Where? In New York. New York City. Where? In New York. Where do John and Mary live? John and Mary live in New York. John and Mary study in the afternoon. In the afternoon. Time. When do John and Mary study? In the afternoon. When? In the afternoon. Now, complete. Well, you saw the lesson. Have to complete with but, or, and. I have a book, but I'm not reading it. You have a negative. She has an apple and she is eating it. It's affirmative. It's an affirmative complement. John has coffee. Negative. John has coffee, but he is not drinking it. Mary has jewelry, and she is wearing them. Yeah, it's a positive complement. Paul works in the morning, but he's not working today. Paul is not working today. Write the numbers. Cool. Here we go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Please, guys, observe here. Start here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Teenagers. You know, Nirvana. I love Nirvana. It's got a song called Smells Like Teen Spirit. I love Nirvana. Kurt Cobain. So, 0 comes before or after. So, 0 comes before 3. 0 comes before 3. 7 comes after 0. 11 comes before 19. 18 comes after 9. And 7 comes before 17. Ask the questions. Yes, I have socks and shoes. Yes, I have. Do you have? Yes, I have. Do you have socks and shoes? Yes, I have socks and shoes. Yes, Jane has a purple coat. Does Jane have a purple coat? Yes, Jane has a purple coat. Does she have? Yes, she has. 3. No, John doesn't have a hat. Does John have a hat? No, John doesn't have a hat. 4. Yes, the student has English class today. Does the student, singular, does the student have English class today? Yes, the student has English class today. 5. No, the students don't have English class today. Plural. Do the students have English class today? Do the students have? No, the students don't have English class today. We have a little bit more here now. Complete with the verb in parentheses. I work at the cafe. She works at the park. They work at the hospital. John plays soccer. He plays soccer in the morning. The teacher works in the evening. He works, she works. These women eat at the restaurant. They eat at the restaurant. Mary drinks water. She drinks water. Of course, we drink water. Water is important. John and Mary live in New York. They live in New York. I I drink coffee in the morning. John is a man. John eats lunch in the afternoon. Now complete with don't or doesn't. I don't work at the cafe. She doesn't work. She doesn't work at the park. They don't work at the hospital. They don't work at the hospital. John doesn't play soccer in the morning. The teacher doesn't work. The teacher doesn't work in the evening. These women, there was a car here on the street. These women don't eat at the restaurant. Mary doesn't drink coffee. Mary doesn't drink coffee. John and Mary don't live in New York. I don't drink coffee in the morning. I don't drink coffee in the morning. John doesn't eat breakfast in the morning. Cool? Now, questions. Complete with do or does. Observe the subject. So, do you drink coffee? John, he. Does John work at the bank? They. Do they eat breakfast in the morning? She does. Does she play golf? Mary and John. Do Mary and John live in New York? Do you work at the hospital? Jane. Does Jane eat at this restaurant? And he. Does he read this book? 9. Do you write in the morning? Do you write in the morning? 10. Mary. Does Mary watch television? Okay, my dear students, thank you again so much for watching my class, and I see you next time.